Hey, what's up YouTube? So with the introduction of iPadOS, it now natively supports Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers. So on each controller, looking at the PlayStation one specifically, you long press the PlayStation button and the share button, and then you just simply go to your Bluetooth settings. So on the Xbox controller, you just press the top button to connect to a device and simply just go to your Bluetooth settings. So it's as simple as that, and there are many tutorials online. So looking at the app store that I use to find out what games are compatible with controllers is the LudoMap app. So this entire app, every game on here will show you what game you can use a controller with. And then later in this video, I'm going to go over some of the games that I like, maybe kind of the future of gaming on an iPad. But as you can see here, these are just free games that I'm going through, so there's hundreds, if not a total of thousands. But this app makes it really easy. So let's hop into a few of my favorites. This is Real Racing 3, and I'm going to go through some of the controls, maybe just a little bit of the videos, but it's really responsive. I'm just hopping right in, and you can remap a lot of your controls through each individual game. But as you can tell, it's the latency is really low. I really haven't noticed any issues. There are a few things to look out for in a few games, but as far as real racing or any driving games that I've tried, it's pretty straightforward and pretty good. So I've been really happy with Real Racing 3. I haven't tried Asphalt or a few of these other really popular ones, but it worked really well. So jumping into another game, let's go into Inside. So I don't know how many people have played this one, but it's just a really beautiful game. It's an easy side scroller, and it's just really simple, but it's one of the bigger titles that have come that have controller support. There are a few other ones that I'll jump into, like Fortnite and Shadowgun. But very basic, easy controls, and pretty simple and straightforward. But I really enjoyed playing this game all the way through on an Xbox, and it seemed like the same type of gameplay on tablets. So let's jump into Fortnite. It really was a pretty direct copy of anything I've ever played on Xbox or PlayStation. So as of right now, I don't know if this is kicking you into the servers with just mobile players. I know at the beginning it was, and so it was kind of unfair. I think they've fixed that since then. The building you have to get a little bit used to. I think it's still kind of on the mobile platform, but overall it runs great. At the beginning, and it almost seemed like on every match, it's a little stuttery. I don't know where that comes from. I had a reliable internet connection, but then it was gone, and I never experienced it after that. So I don't know if that has something to do with the controller on mobile, but there's even a warning at the beginning of Fortnite that shows iOS 13 and iPadOS. It's not recommended those players play, but I've enjoyed it, so I've really enjoyed Fortnite. So jumping into Shadowgun, this game I could really see the potential in maybe some larger combat games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, but there were a few things. At first I didn't realize, but I can actually customize my controls because some of the buttons weren't working, and I still need to program them. But you can scroll down this entire list and then map each of your buttons. And it took me a little while to figure out that that's what I needed to do, because sometimes some buttons would work and others wouldn't. But after doing this, my gameplay was much more enjoyable and more fun, and it made a lot more sense. There's still a few tweaks I need to figure out. And as of right now, iPadOS is beta. I don't think a lot of the apps are completely set up for it quite yet, but here's some gameplay using this. I think this game's pretty fun, has a cool storyline, and it worked really well with the gaming. You can set on like auto fire or turn that off so you actually have full control. So I highly recommend just turning that off for having a controller or something like this. This game's kind of fun. It has a Halo kind of theme to it, but I could really see the potential to have some big title games, and then once these apps kind of fix these little bugs and issues, once iPadOS comes official in the fall, I think these games will be make a little bit more sense with the controller, and they'll offer better support. So jumping into an old school classic here, we got Sonic. It just kind of showed the potential again of all these games coming out to iPadOS, and I really like where it's going. You know, I use this thing primarily as my laptop. With the file management system, it's a little bit better. But as far as gaming goes, I really like maybe the future of what it's going to look like. Simply just, I toss my controller in my bag, go to work. I basically turned it into a Nintendo Switch. And I can't wait to see what kind of big title games possibly come out in the future. So any questions, throw them in the comments. And thanks for watching.